everyone. Welcome, YouTube family and friends. Yes, if you are subscribed to my channel, I consider you family, my YouTube family. Dee's Creative Hands had her big birthday blowout last night, which was Thursday, May 27th. And it was a huge success. Everyone had such a good time. She went over 2 hours, and the time just flew by. So many people winning gifts, and a lot of donations, and someone won my donation. So I emailed her and asked her, I give her her choice of hooks. So did she want, a red metal L? Or did she want one of the other ones? They're so pretty. I have so many beautiful, a bunch of them. So I'm giving her a choice. I mean, first furls I ever won, I won it on YouTube. So anyway, I was going to try making one of the patterns out of the Crochet Nation newspaper that I got. And I've got this gorgeous Premier Chenille, just Chenille it's called. And the letters again are backwards. And trust me, it says just Chenille. But the crazy thing was, I had an order coming from Premier, because I love Premier. I love their puzzle yarn. I love many of their products. And I had another box, and I couldn't lift it. I'm like, oh my God, what did I get? What did I order? What they had done was they blessed me with, I don't know how many, 8 or a whole bunch of these different just chenilles, and they're hefty. This is a lot of yardage on here, guys. Where's my reading glasses? I need my cheaters. There we go. Oh my goodness, how many yards? This one is so pretty. This is Make a Premier. This is lavender. And I believe there's over 1,000 yards. Yes, 1,200 meters or 1,312 yards. Look at that, huh? And I have one in pink. This is lavender. I think the camera's blowing out the color, so it looks more blue, but it's lavender. I mean, it's just gorgeous stuff. And like I told you, the chunky Premier yarns love an L or an M hook. So that's what my goal is today, to try to make a couple love doves. And for my the kids next door. But the only problem is I'm not sure where to start. I think it's here. And I wanted to make a couple stitch markers and show you how I make them, but I've got my hands are a little shaky today, and that's just probably a leftover from the stroke out I had, because I still have full use of both hands, but I notice I get a tremor, which I never used to have. So it's annoying when you're trying to put on eyeliner or fiddle with little teeny fiddly things like stitch marker loops and the hood. You got the tools in your hand, and but a lot of people make stitch markers, so, and I used to never use them, but now I like using them, especially if I'm crocheting out in a public area like the hospital waiting room, waiting to get in to see a doctor. It'll attract attention, and generally it sparks up a conversation. So you can make a new friend on the spot, maybe even teach them some crochet if you guys are going to be sitting there for a half hour or more. It only takes 5-10 minutes to learn, and the rest is just practice. Like anything, you get better at it with practice. I used to drive my friends crazy. Working on one bluegrass tune on the banjo for 6 hours, playing it over and over and over and over, even one little section of it to get it just right. But that's how you get better. When anybody makes something look really easy, especially with instruments, trust me, they put 100,000 hours behind it easily. So just remember that. They make it look easy. It's been a lot of work. So I don't think I'm going to do the stitch marker tutorial today. I'll try to make some, but you don't need to see little pieces going pshing, pshing. It's frustrating. By the way, I am modeling Fiber Spider Lapping Waves shawl. I made this a few years ago we were having a Pride celebration in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And it came out so pretty. I used the Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway of Favorite, which is the rainbow colors, and it definitely attracted some attention and many compliments. I put it up on, what was it, the Crochet Crowd in Facebook, and blew the room up. Everyone went nuts for it. I'm like, wow. It's nice if you get 1 or 2 compliments. I didn't expect, 600. So, share your work. Let people see your handiwork. It's an art, it's a craft. And don't be afraid to hide your light under a bushel, as they would say. So what am I going to show you? Like I said, I've got this. I'm going to work on that. I don't know what else I'm going to do right now. Maxie's outside. He was in the bedroom, and he's barking, so I let him outside. And then when he starts barking, I let him back in, and we play this game all day long. I put newspaper down in the bathroom, and he was a good boy, and he peed on the paper in the middle of the night. I get up to pee in the middle of the night, too. And he's getting older, so he probably has to go more. He's a little dog. But he'll still manage to water every one of your tires on your vehicle and the vehicle next to it. So where did all that come from? He's mostly water, I guess, this little dog. But he's a joy. He gets me outside a little bit, which is important. I know when I was trucking, he was invaluable to me, because we really are supposed to get up and move around every 2 to 4 hours so we don't get blood clots in our legs. Thrombosis is a very common illness with truck drivers because of hours of the sitting behind the seat. So, I'd have to get Maxie out, and I get to walk around, and he was a good boy. I never picked up his poop, though, but I will admit I was not a pooper scooper. I just take him out back far enough to let him go, where he's out of the way of anybody walking. I said, I'm not picking up. I'm a cat person. You just scoop it and toss it. I'm not going to pick it up. But yeah. So anyway, does that make me a bad human? Only if someone stepped in it, I guess. But like I said, I made sure he'd go far away enough where no one was likely to step on it at the truck stops. Unlike some truckers that put their stuff right outside and leave the trash in the lot, which would drive me crazy. And if I saw a truck driver do it, I'd either say something to him, I'd take pictures and let his company know. But really, you do have to police your own in trucking. Let their company know what they're doing. Police our own. Make them accountable. So, okay, let me try to gather up a game plan today. It is a beautiful day in North Kakalaki, beautiful spring day. I wanted to go to Walmart, but I have a lot of difficulty getting out of the house, so I may not make it to Walmart, which is sad. I wish I could do it from home and just scoot over there to pick them up. I want to get pictures printed off my phone. I can't do it at home, because the person I allowed to stay here trashed my property to the point where my homeowners association, the guy came over to do an inspection. I said, you picked a bad time, and there was stuff all over the place, his stuff. I didn't know he's a hoarder, I'm a little bit of a hoarder, but most of the stuff I'm hoarding has use, like yarn, old archival magazines, reference materials, things like that. Those are useful. That man just picked up anything. Then that's how he got out of here. He went over to the neighbor's yard and was picking through their stuff. And Megan pulled up and said, what are you doing? And he called her the B word. Oh, you don't do that. You don't disrespect Megan like that. She called her husband. He come flying home from work. He got into it with Shorty, and he bellowing and yelling like a big angry grizzly bear. I was like, whoa. He didn't touch him, but he made Shorty, that was his nickname, made him go over there and apologize to Megan. And then I found out more stuff after the police arrived and escorted him off and said, you can't come back here. No, you step foot on this property or Megan's property, you will be trespassing. You will be charged with trespassing. So I asked him to leave after 1 week. After 1 week, I said, this isn't going to work out. This man is really verbally abusive to me. It really made my life a living hell here. It's one reason why you didn't see me in December. The man drained me dry financially, and he never gave me a dime. The main reason I let him in was, one, I did feel bad that he might be homeless in December. I was homeless during the winter, and it wasn't fun, but at least I had a car to sleep in. He doesn't even have that. And he had Maxie with him, and I said, well, I'll take him in. He'd help him. Maybe he'll be a help to me. He promised he'd be a help to me, but he wasn't. And I said, I'd get my dog back. So anyway, when the cops had come and they asked me questions, is he giving you any money? No. Is that dog yours or his? I said, mine. So, because he is mine. So I got that taken care of, and he hasn't been around, and it's been a weight off my shoulders, really. I wasn't eating. I was just so depressed, stressed out from this person. I said, where's the gratitude? When you're good to people, the way I feel about it, if the Lord puts an angel in your life to help you, you show gratitude and appreciation to that angel in human form. That's what I've always done. So I couldn't understand this attitude of cussing me out and swearing and lying to his friend about me, telling stories. So, slandering me, basically. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm babbling on around about this, but, we do have lives outside of crocheting and YouTube, and support is important, and I do appreciate everyone's support. In fact, in D, who is her name? Katie's been yarnified. She came up with a great idea. Let's all email katiesbeenyarnified@gmail.com and let her know how Dee has impacted your life. Dee from Dee's Creative Hands. Now, I didn't know about it, so I didn't email, but I had sent Dee a birthday card where I expressed my sentiments about her in the card, handwritten, which is really difficult for me to do because of the tremor. But I just let her know. But yeah, Dee's Creative Hands has been such a positive impact in our community of bringing people together and building bonds and friendship and support. So definitely, if you're not a member of Dee's Creative Hands channel, please subscribe. And being a member is very affordable. I'm a member of quite a few channels. I had to cut back a couple because I do live on a fixed income. And the only thing that really changes is the electric bill. That varies. And I wasn't getting any help with it either. So $240, I'm like, oh my gosh. I had to actually borrow a little money to get through the rest of the month. So, we all have our struggles. But I just wanted, one thing I've been having trouble with making videos. I make a whole video and then there was no audio. And Mishi's Crochet Nook, she's a sweetheart. She let me know that when I put the video up, there was no audio. I'm like, oh man, I worked on that for a few hours. I had graphics, titling, and all kinds of, no audio. So it happened before. So I guess the only way to get any good at this stuff is to practice. Keep making videos. Even though I'm just babbling and making a video. Letting you know I'm alive still and wishing everyone well. And I hope you're okay where you are. I know there's been some crazy weather patterns going throughout the United States. And prayers for those people in those paths of the tornadoes. Make sure to watch Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube. He's the best. He pinpoints everything across the whole United States. He always says, don't be scared, be prepared. So, if you know you're in the path of a tornado, make sure you got shoes on and get into a safe room. If you have a helmet, put that on too. And get into the interior room of your house. And I would just pile blankets around myself, I guess. I worry too because We had a little tornado come by here in 2017. I just moved in. And a little twister took out a house right down the street. I'm like, oh my God. I was in a panic. I said, you know, I was out on the road trucking. So that's a big problem when you're not home and you're delivering the goods for America. You make those sacrifices of not having a life, not being home, to be honorably employed. Without the truckers, we'd be up the river in a mesh canoe, right? Because everything we have, we got thanks to a truck driver. So anyway, I'm sorry I'm babbling, just making video for practice, basically, letting you know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to make some stitch markers, and I'm going to make the Love Dove using this chunky chenille from Premier. And again, Premier, I thank you before multiple times, and I thank you again for all this beautiful yarn. I would send one to someone, but it's heavy. Postage, they go by weight and the size package you've got it in. I mean, Premier is a big company. They can afford to send it to me, but I can't afford to send it to anyone else. Anyway, so I wish you all a blessed and healthy day, a safe day. Thank you just for coming by and listening to me babble for a few minutes. When I can get something put up here, like real content, I will. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I love you. Please give a like, share me out. I would like more friends, and I definitely need watch hours, and that's because I don't put out enough content, because I have computer troubles. Oh, you know what? I'm using a Power Director editing software, and it's got a steep learning curve, I think, but it has fun things I can do. Look at that. Isn't that cute? What's this? It's got effects. It's funny. I actually bought a pair of these for my dad, and he wore them in the nursing home sometimes. He wore them in the nursing home, and I think I got a picture. Okay, now the numbers are moving. I don't know how to get rid of this thing now that I've got it. I bought a pair of these, found them somewhere in some store, and gave them to my dad. And he would wear them in the nursing home. Okay, just click it again and bow him back. And they had hippie day at the nursing home, so they hippified him up, and it was so cute. He was in his 70s, and he was just such a sweet man. Good. Everybody loved Daddy. Everyone loved Louis. A good-looking Greek, even when he got old, and still had a thick head of hair too. So even though I'm shedding more like a collie, I'm in no danger of going bald, even with the cancer medication I've been taking. So anyway, again, I wish you a blessed day. Thanks for coming by and giving me 10 minutes of your time. I'm trying to get content out. I really, truly am. I want to make tutorials. I want to show you how I do stitch markers. It's just, I need practice. Love you guys. Happy hooking. I hope to see you later. Bye-bye. Good night.